Hi guys, we're going to talk about another area of the essential character structures that you're going to help people heal and mend in and strengthen in so that they can have better lives. And this one's really, really important because in a way it's a culmination of a lot of good work you've done in other areas with them, from need-based attachment to separation, integration. We call it simply adulthood. What is adulthood? Well, adulthood means that we start off life as a child, nobody gets out of that, and then at some point you've got to go on your own and learn to do hard things that are great things, like be financially independent and find a great career that matches your gifts and develop your gifts, and learn how to have relationships and fall in love and have great families and serve and all those cool things. Adulthood is really about learning how to exercise who you are in the world. For example, in how to take authority or live in authority. If you're a boss, how to run people and design people. Sorry, not design people, but how to motivate people and inspire them. If you're under someone, and if somebody's the boss of all of us, how to submit to authority in healthy ways. The area of sexuality is a big part of adulthood because God meant sexuality to be for adults, not for children. So how do you manifest and express your sexuality in healthy ways that are good for everyone? The area of meaning and transcendence and finding your mission, all those sorts of things. See, these are the higher level, more complex functions that really help people to find their way for the next 50 years of their life so they have a great direction and purpose. So people will come into your office, you'll find often that underneath anxiety or underneath depression or underneath feelings of no energy or whatever, you'll find a lot of times they feel like a little kid. They'll feel like I live in a world of big people and I'm not approved by anyone. It's funny, when you look at the Bible, it says something very different. It says in Timothy, study to show yourself approved. In other words, grown-ups started off as kids saying, I'm not approved yet, right? A little kid comes up. When my kids were small, they'd have a little horsey, and a little picture of a horse at 4 years old and say, Dad, is this a good horse? Now, that's the greatest horse I ever saw. I've seen some great horses in my day. That's the one you rave over it if you're a parent, right? And my kids would, I guess, they would kind of go, oh, that's good. And they weren't able to approve themselves as a horse drawer. Is that a word? Horse drawer? I don't know. They wouldn't approve themselves. They had to be approved by the external authority, which was me. And then they became internally approved. My kids are out and about now, and I guess they feel good about their horse drawing abilities. I hope they feel good about some other ones too. But you study to show yourself approved, because once God approves of you through Christ, and once you are approved by other people, you internalize. Remember, we're using this word all through your training time at the Institute. You internalize the approval, and guess what you become? Self-approved. Now, I don't need to feel like a little dumb kid with everybody in the world. I don't need to feel like everybody's smarter than me and has more focus than me. I feel like I'm going to always get good counsel, and God's my dad, but I'm going to make my own way. But you'll notice a lot of people who are always stuck because they didn't get the right pat on the back from somebody, or because they give great power to authority figures, and they always want somebody, a million people, to discipleship them and mentor them and all that. And I'm all for discipleship and mentoring, but it becomes addictive almost because they're not feeling approved inside. They're still kind of sad, but there's an ache in them saying, Dad, Mom, would you approve of me? And they project that on other people. God wants you to be approved. You've got to help them to get your approval and God's approval, but sooner or later, it's got to be an ongoing internalized dynamic within them that they're self-approved. So they go on their way, find great businesses, find great churches, find great careers, great families, because they are self-directed and God-directed. So help them with that dependency, and it'll be great for them. Adulthood is a wonderful, wonderful thing to help them with. You'll see great things happen. So have fun with that one.